intelligence before right now. I'd actually do something that you guys do. Someone told me to go grab it.
How you doing today?
How's it going, man?
Okay, yeah. They say you're old dog. What does that mean?
Means I'm old.
What year did you come out here? What year did you start out here?
I've been coming here since probably 76.
So what's your thoughts on Tina Marie?
Tina Marie?
Yeah.
I know she's a musician.
Yeah, she was a Venice girl.
That's right. I seen a little bit of a thing on Facebook dedicated, she passed away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on Alan Solo?
Well, I grew up, skateboarding my whole life, so surfing was a real big part of the reason why I started, and Sarlo was a heavy-duty local here in Venice Beach, and so he was kind of like the guy who carried the torch for the neighborhood, out into the world. So, that's what I knew, but I never really got into surfing myself personally, but I loved it, and that's probably the reason why I skateboard.
Okay, one more question. What are your thoughts on all the new crime, like the stabbings and the shootings happening in Venice at the drum circle?
It's a shame that people, have to, resort to violence when you're in a neighborhood, but, in a culture like this, there's a lot of confrontation, and when there's no, say, foundational principles of life, that's when it goes into chaotic mode or just debauchery, and that's why you see so many people just living this crazy life of sex, drugs, rock and roll, and not living a godly life, one that's built on, living a righteous life, a holy life, one that's built on biblical principles.
So you're clean and sober?
Yeah, I've been sober 11 years and 4 months.
And what's your advice to people that are trying to get clean and sober?
There's all these steps to, getting clean and sober. Sobriety's great, but you'll never stay sober unless you really have something to live for. And what I gave my life to is the love that God had for me, and that's through His Son, Jesus Christ.
Last question, what you working on?
This is a movie called Caleb. It's about a kid that's had a rough, dysfunctional home, trying to figure out his way and his life and his path in life, and, God somehow weaves through it, and next thing you know, pretty much everything gets restored, life gets restored, relationships get restored, and God is pretty much glorified.
Wow, you're a class act, man. Thank you for your time. Hello? Met him where?
Well, in Paris, at the Eiffel Tower.
And how was that?
He was the same guy, but different. He was, during the 80s, he was very famous at that time. Very big.
You still a big fan?
Okay, yeah, of course, yeah.
And
I saw his DVD, about his life, how he turned up, and now I'm glad he's
Yeah.